Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to tell you about New Year's events in Korea and what they mean. First, let's watch a short video about New Year's events in Korea and the US. Here's a video comparing Korea's New Year's Eve bell ringing ceremony and New York's Times Square countdown.
네, 2023년 새해를 알리는 희망의 종소리가 울려 퍼지고 있습니다.
네.
정말 오랜만에 시민분들과 함께하는 타종 현장이라서 더 깊은 감동이 밀려오고 있습니다.
네. 지금 보신각 일대 그리고 광화문 광장 DDP 부근에 모이신 분들은 TV나 유튜브로 또 시청하고 계신 분들 모두 우리 대한민국 국민 모두 평안하고 행복한 한 해를 보내시기를 정말 간절히 기원하겠습니다.
네.
In Korea, there is one more New Year's event, watching the sunrise. This is where people go to see the very first sunrise of the year on January 1st. They head to beaches along the East Sea, climb to the peaks of famous mountains, or even just walk up a small hill in their neighborhood to catch the view. But why do they do this? Let's dive into some key vocabulary and the background behind this tradition. Let's first find out what there is in Korean when the year end arrives. 연말연시, 해돋이, 일출. 연말연시 is a Sino-Korean word. 연 means a year, 말 means end, and 시 means beginning. The overall meaning is the end of one year and the beginning of a new year. 해돋이, the pure Korean word that refers to the phenomenon of the sun rising itself. 일출 is a Sino-Korean word. 일 means sun, and 출 means to come out. Why do Korean people make the effort to wake up before sunrise and go out in the cold winter weather to see the sun? It is a humble event where, while watching the new sun, they commit to the year's plans, wish for their family's happiness, renew their mindset, and hope for a happier future. We invite you to join us. In Korea, there is another New Year's holiday called Seollal. This day refers to January 1st of the lunar calendar. Some of you might be hearing the term lunar calendar for the first time. This called 음력. Let's learn about the basics of the lunar calendar. In the past, Korea was an agricultural society and used the lunar calendar to align with farming schedules and seasonal changes. For farming, the movement of the moon was actually considered more important than the solar calendar, and the lunar calendar played a crucial role in determining agricultural cycles. For instance, when asking a friend about their birthday, it is common to hear questions like 양력이야, 음력이야. This means by the solar or lunar calendar, or responses such as 내 생일은 음력으로 해서 오늘은 아니야. This means I celebrate my birthday by the lunar calendar, so it's not today. So, what do we call the first day of the lunar year in Korea? It is Seollal. How should you enjoy the Seollal holiday when you are in Korea? There is a specific dish that Koreans always eat on Seollal, Tteokguk. It is made by taking long cylinders of steamed rice flour, called 가래떡, letting them cool, slicing them into thin oval shapes, and then boiling them in broth. 떡국 한 그릇을 먹으면 한 살 먹는다. There is a fun saying that you only turn a year older once you have finished a bowl of tteokguk. However, don't worry. Eating 2 bowls doesn't mean you'll age 2 years, so please feel free to enjoy as much as you like. Major traditional tourist attractions in Korea, such as Gyeongbokgung, Changdeokgung, and All Palace, are open to the public for free during the holiday. It is worth looking into. What should you do when you visit the royal palaces? First, try wearing a hanbok. You can rent them for 2 or 4 hours, and prices vary from 20,000 to 50,000 Korean won, depending on the style of the hanbok. When you enter a rental shop, you can say, 안녕하세요. 한복 대여하려고 해요. 추천해 주세요. Which means, hello, I'd like to rent a hanbok. Please give me some recommendations. The shop owner will show you various options. You can try them on in front of a mirror and pay once you've made your final decision. Since there is no tipping culture in Korea, you only need to pay the rental fee. When you meet or greet people on Seollal, try saying, 새해 복 많이 받으세요. You can respond with the same phrase, 새해 복 많이 받으세요, which means Happy New Year. There are 5 major royal palaces in Seoul: Tteokguk, Gyeonggi-gung, Gyeongbokgung, Changdeokgung, and Changgyeonggung. Since they are all located within walking distance of each other, you can experience all of them in a single day without spending much money, as long as you have strong legs. I look forward to the new experiences awaiting you. So, we've briefly looked at the year-end and New Year period in Korea. Although scientifically it's merely the Earth rotating and observing the same sun, how about we momentarily set aside the Korean cultural and scientific meanings, compose ourselves, and plan and resolve to have a happier 2026?